Hi Taurus, it's Samantha from Soul Pathways, and I'm here to give you your May monthly love reading for singles. This is going to be for single Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Venus and Mars. Venus would be for women and Mars for men, okay? It's a general read for you singles, so take from it what resonates and leaves the rest, okay? If you want a more specific and personalized read, the information is below, just reach out, okay? The deck's been cleansed, cleared, and meditated on already. So let's just go ahead and get started, shall we? I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Happy hump day. I heard it's Wednesday. I thought it was Tuesday. I'm off by a day. It happens. I have been very busy and found myself a day behind because I've been very busy. Have you ever just worked so hard you just kind of lose track because you've thrown yourself into your work so much that you're like, when you come up for air, you're like, what day is it? That's me. I kind of popped up and like said to my kid, what's today? It's Tuesday, because I thought I actually was telling somebody I was talking to earlier that it was Tuesday. They didn't correct me, so I assumed it was Tuesday. My kid's like, it's Wednesday, Mom. Leave it to your kid to make you feel like you're kind of, well, he did a sufficient job at that. So yeah, happy Wednesday, Taurus. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Hey, Divine. What's happening for Taurus in love? Singles for love. Taurus singles for love for the rest of May. Just a highlight. Thank you. Yes, it's getting easier. It is just getting easier. There's a few sticking up, so we'll be getting into those next. The card that came out is Adaptability with Wood Wives. Wood Wives. Wow, wives as in plural. 64 is on the card, or 46 could be important. Life path 6 or life path 4. You might like the wood. You might like wife. You might like your wife or wives. Maybe you had a couple wives, Taurus. Don't worry. I have nothing to hide. I'm twice divorced. So I've had a couple husbands. Adaptability. I'm getting from this that you need to be more adaptable, because wood is not so adaptable. In fact, it's very inflexible. Taurus by nature is a fixed sign, meaning the irony of adaptability coming onto a Taurus reading is quite ironic. But that's why it's a lesson. And it's much needed. They want me to look at this card, right? Here. The way you're going to get there is through meditation and stillness. Deep quiet. With 11. Maybe the month of November is important. Maybe you're born on, if you're a Taurus, maybe May 11th or the 11th of any month, maybe 11/11. Who knows? You could be life path 11. That would be a master number. Either way, the way to adaptability is through the quieting of your mind. I do know that This could indicate that you work outside or you like to be outside in nature. So I suggest that if you are somebody who does enjoy nature, to do the meditation outside. And this could indicate that you're already doing that. And maybe you don't meditate like sitting there zen. Maybe you just sit in nature. And you might do your best thinking in nature. No problem there. I know I do. I do feel like I see a outline of a figure here. I feel like, well, this could be you. And Source is saying it has some messages to give you, but it can't get to you. It needs to get to you. Because we tend to get our messages right through our crown a lot. This is your connection to Source. So Source is saying get out into nature and get connected. Be adaptable to this. Be amenable to this. There is a situation in terms of your love life that requires adaptability, okay? It needs you to be more flexible. Now this could be involving somebody you called a wife at one point, or somebody you wanted to marry and make a wife, I'm being told. For some of you, you might definitely have divorced. This is a singles reading, so if you're watching this, you're currently single. So you've either been with a person that you called a wife, or you're thinking about a person you want to make a wife. Either way, there's a situation here where you need to be adaptable. Something about autumn could be significant here. 6 and 4 is 10, so October might, and I've got November. Both are autumn months. November came in first, so I'm gonna go with November, but secondary to that is October. So think October and November. These might be months that are very significant when it comes to this person. The 2nd, the 4th, the 6th, these could, or the 10th, the 11th, the 20th, okay? These are all the 14th, the 16th, the 17th, the, yes, and 15th, right. So these are all dates within those 2 months, okay? Something about being hollow. This says hollow bone 28. So now we are at a life path 2 or 8, or you could be the 28th of a month. You could be 28. You could be dealing with the 28. You could play a musical instrument. This reminds me of an oboe. Feathers, you could be Native American or have Indian, Native, Indian blood, Native American blood. You could hunt. You could be a hunter of some sort, a collector of some sort. Yeah, I mean, I got turquoise here, so you might use crystals, gems, and jewels to heal, or in terms of your spirituality. But there's something to be, or even I was just told frequencies, because of the oboe, but also music is healing as well. So we've got the idea that music will help. I feel like there's a thing going on right now with you in terms of relationships where you might feel like you're dead. inside. And I hate to be so blunt, but this is hollow, is the word dead. There isn't a singular shred of meat or hair or anything on this. Take only if it resonates. I think you might listen to music to work through emotions. And you're being asked to go into meditation to help with that as well. I'm also now seeing saging here. Okay. I feel like you could feel stuck. Very stuck. This is a stuck person. Feeling extremely stuck. Like, cannot move. Wood doesn't move. I mean, look at this. This is a person who's become like a statue. Stuck. And the advice to getting out of that is to go into the woods and get real quiet and listen. Ask for guidance and listen to what you hear. Clear your mind, obviously. Clear your mind. Cleanse yourself. Sage yourself. How do we do that without sage? You can do breathing exercises where you focus on breath work. 3 counts in, 3 counts out, or 5 counts in, 5 counts out. And do that multiple times until you slow your heart rate. Okay? Sitting by water would be very helpful as well. Okay? Even touching the water with your hand, okay, would be helpful. This card is about teachability. So in terms of relationships right now, you're being taught a lesson. Karma, I just heard 12:30 on the timer. 1, 2, 3. I love 1, 2, 3. And then 0. So you had progress forward, cleared a cycle, started anew. 1, 2, 3, 0. So you ended a cycle and you're starting something new. But you're feeling stuck. You're also probably hurting. You're feeling maybe dead inside, hollow inside. Empty is another word. Empty inside. Because perhaps when it came to spirituality, you felt like you refused a calling. This is the Dream Thief card, but it says refusal of the call. So maybe you feel like something was taken from you. Maybe in this card, it's kind of almost like you're not taking accountability, but I'm not getting that feeling. I'm getting a feeling like, yes, for some of you, others were involved and they did the most to damage a journey for you. And within that, you did damage to your journey as well with the help of them. Refusal of the call, though. 13. Life Path 1, Life Path 3. 3s are about community. I have a community card here. So we're talking about, when I say others, I'm talking about a community people. This could be a family. This could be a friend group. This could be people you work with. This could be really anybody. Church friends. These are people that you work with or are close with, have close ties with. I just heard sabotage. You feel sabotaged with regards to a love situation. Yeah. I've got 24 here with galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. But it almost looked like a nut, and I just heard, I feel like such a nut. And there's a face on there. So maybe there are times when you feel like you're losing your mind, even. Or have within this journey. But it's all part of the process with the gestation period card coming next with 63. And I swear to God, yeah, here it is. Our original card was 64. So we have 63, 64, which is progress again. So at 15:59, which switched to 16:00 on my timer. So you're progressing forward. But this is a new start. A Fool. Fool is a new start where you're dealing with your choices and consequences due to your own actions. Karma. Started at a full moon. Knives. This is like a 2 of swords. You made, and they're within the water. So we have a bubble of water with 2, so emotions on ice. And you made a decision. Taurus, you made a very valid decision. And this is transmuting pain at a full moon. So there's a new start that's happens around a full moon. I think it's the Scorpio full moon on the 12th. Or it could have been between last month's full moon and this one. You started to see things trickling in or changing. You started to become aware of what was going on around you, perhaps. But there's something about spiritual narcolepsy going on here, like no belief. You were offered something which came up. Yeah, these are tied together. The refusal of the card is tied directly to spiritual narcolepsy. And that you were with somebody who offered you something early on, which would have given you limitless possibilities. And you refused it, and this is the consequence of it. But had you accepted it, this would have been what happened. But it says falling angel. So that tells me you are an earth angel. And are a divine masculine who's fallen in vibration to a karmic. Or you're a divine feminine who's fallen for a karmic masculine. Take what resonates. You can switch genders at any time in my readings, okay? So this reading is about deep healing for you. You're in a period of deep despair and healing where you're gaining clarity and trying to organize yourself in your new beginning. You might have moved or are in the process of moving homes again. That's what I'm picking up. You could be also clearing out your house, your mind, decluttering, getting organized, getting rid of things, selling things. Yeah, again, I just got moving away because you're really trying to bring yourself back into balance, right? So because there's stuff that you need to heal. Because I simply just said, what comes next in my mind? 46. And we had 64, so there's mirroring going on. So this could be a twin flame connection that we're talking about for some of you here. We have, with the original card that came out, the original card was a 64, if I don't, yeah, memory serves me correctly. Your original card was adaptability, 64. And now what comes next is 46. Look at that. 64, 46. You're healing. You're healing the root of the matter. Your root is blocked. Or the origin of your problem is trauma from childhood. Your disowned self. Disowned self. So you never healed traumatic child wounding. Could be from a mother or a father, I'm hearing. Or both for some of you. And I do and am capable of helping with both of those things. If you'd like to reach out, feel free. Horn honked. That's confirmation. I've got a counseling master's. I do it different though. And if you're open-minded enough, I've healed myself from practically everything I've ever had, so including mother and father wounds. But right now, this is where you're at. You're healing yourself, and I think what I want to know now is where's what's next. They're saying 2, 3, and then break it in half. Okay, so they're saying you're going to be crossing some sort of bridge to initiation after you've completed this. Through a portal. Taurus. 54 could be significant, or 45. And I don't know why I didn't shove this all the way down. What's that? I didn't even know what card this was. 31 is in the hands of the universe. The universe is your partner. So this is God. I couldn't put this down. God is, you're in God's hands now. 1, 3, 3, 2. Or 2, 3, 3, 2 on my timer. Talk about mirroring again, Taurus. You are divinely protected. And I just heard and loved. No, we all go through things. We all go through things. If you're wondering what you're being initiated to, I was told to pull to the next. 3. Benefactor. A relationship. One that you're really wanting. Hope floats, Taurus. Where there's a will, there's a way. But you got to do the work on you. See, here's the thing, Taurus, in life. What you want out of a relationship, you have to be a reflection of first. If you want a healed partner, you yourself have to be healed. If you want a good person, you have to be a good person. Right? So for me, if I want somebody who has a house, bingo. If I want somebody who has a car, bingo. If I want somebody who knows how to handle money, I better know how to handle money. Right? Same for you. If you want somebody who is healed with their emotions, you need to be healed with yours. Honk. Confirmation. You get out of your relationships what you put into yourself first. Remember that. Heal yourself. Feel it. Really do the work. And when you're done, the universe and all its magic and glory will make way. And I'll just let you know, 45 to 54 days. Or by fall, because the fall was brought up. October, November. And then this card just fell out. Crown. Right use of power. 8. I don't know why this fell out, but I'm seeing that you're protected. I'm being told you're protected. I'm seeing that as a butterfly. I'm seeing you being divinely guided, and I don't know, maybe ties to, I don't know, this is Mesopotamian, Egyptian, maybe you're royalty. Who knows? But you've got ancestors who love you, and they are pushing you right through this. If you didn't think you were protected, think again. After some time. Because I have a feeling some of you maybe aren't. But I don't know that that's going to be forever. I think you pay a certain debt, and once paid, boom, it's back in business. Nothing personal. Right use of power, 8. Go to Divine, talk to Divine. Divine is listening, always. You want to talk to Divine, go to him. And talk to him about all these interesting things that came up here today. Okay? I want to get one piece of advice for you, and we're going to call it good. What can we tell Taurus about this? That was a very interesting read, very deep. Right here. May need to go hug a tree. I'm a tree hugger. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm Native American. Everything has spirit in it. Everything. Every blade of grass, every leaf, every bug, every animal, the wind. Everything has spirit. Everything has a soul. She's hugging this tree. Tree has a heart and a soul. This card says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life, regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. You deserve it. Do the work. Even while doing the work, you can have joy. The next one is, okay, they're kind of coming out together. It's a 3-prong message. 4-prong. Oh my God, this is crazy. First card is this. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Goes along with the theme of healing yourself, healing your wounds. What you heal and will help what you attract. Remember, what you want in others needs to be something that you also have. And that includes mentally and emotionally. Do the healing work. I do mean that sincerely. Do the healing work. Get rid of the healing work. And if you need help, just email me if you have any questions. I don't mind answering emails. And then these three came out together, believe it or not. So there's this, and this. Manifesting miracles. Soulmate. Friendship. I'm not going to read all of those because it's a lot. But Manifesting Miracles says your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Understand that your message was actually here. It's in the healing. But this comes after. Once you've healed, you're going to manifest the soulmate and friendship. For some of you, they're separate. For some of you, they're together. Only time will tell. Okay? So that's your reading, Taurus. I hope that you got something out of it. Okay? That's what it's for. Again, if you need any help, just reach out. That's what I'm here for. Any questions, that information is below. Okay? Soul Pathways 1122@gmail.com. My name is Samantha Lee. Be more than happy to help you. I've been down every path, and I am on a twin flame journey myself. I understand. Okay, so you have a blessed day. Know you're definitely protected and loved. Come back around, and know there will be other readings here soon. Okay? Keep checking in. Until then, be well. Bye, Taurus.